Manchester United has finally unveiled the biggest signing probably we've been waiting for. Manuel Ugarte, Jadon Sancho, it has been confirmed as well, is heading to Chelsea as Arsenal are finalizing the medical for Raheem Sterling. Man United has done several deals. We are here to reflect and give our rating of the summer transfer window with the ins and outs. Let's quickly get them. My name is Webb. You should be happy and excited because at least we've got some good deals. And guess what? All the deals Man United has made this season are permanent. There is no single. For me, that's a big thing. For all the deals we've brought in, we've loaned out so many players, but the victory for me in this is the clear out. Listen, we've signed only, of course, by now the confirmed ones only, besides Chido Obi and Lucelle, we've confirmed only 6 signings, but we've let go of nearly 19 players. For me, that's a sign of how much cleaning that Ineos was ready to do, and they did it instantly. Listen, we've signed Mathis Delete on a permanent from Bayern, signed Sekou Kone on a permanent from Guidas FC. We've signed Nosel Mazraoui from Bayern on a permanent. We've signed Manuel Ugarte from PSG on a permanent. We've signed Lenny Yoro from Lille on a permanent. We've signed Joshua Zakzi from Bologna on a permanent. Now listen to the players we've let go of. Sonny Aljoffrey to Accrington on loan, Rhys Bennett to Fleetwood on loan, Alvaro Fernandez to Benfica on a permanent, Will Fish to Cardiff City on a permanent, Omari Foson to Monza on a permanent, Mason Greenwood to Marseille on a permanent, painful that one, Hannibal Mabry on a permanent to Burnley. Ellis Harrison to Chester on loan. Tom Huddlestone has retired. Joe Hugill to Wigan on loan. We've let go of Willie Kambwala to Villarreal on a permanent. Marcus Lawrence has been released. Anthony Martial has been released. Charlie McNeil has to Sheffield Wednesday on a permanent. Scott McTominay to Napoli on a permanent. James Nolan to Inverness on loan. Maxi Oyedele to Legia also on a permanent. Facundo Pellistri to Panathinaikos on a permanent. Kai Plumlee has been released. Shola Shotaya to PAOK on a permanent. Donny van de Beek to Girona on a permanent. Rafael Varane to Como on a permanent. Radek Keeper to Blau Lins on loan. Aaron Wan-Bissaka to West Ham on a permanent. Brandon Williams has been released. Tom Woolster to Falls Celtic has been loaned out. How many of these players are permanent exits? The released ones, those who retired, and the ones who've sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Those are those are 18 players we've let go of on a permanent. For me, that shows you the clean out, and this has saved us nearly 70 million pounds in wages. For me, it's big business. Meanwhile, we've not added a top earner in Jadon Sancho, who is heading out on loan to Chelsea with an obligation to buy. They've got an obligation to buy him for 25 million pounds. Now, remember they had tabled 2 bids for him. Man United went for the bid that saw them taking him as an obligation. The first bid was you loan him to us with an option of buying him on a higher fee closer to the 40 million pounds valuation. Or the second bid that Chelsea tabled was loan with an obligation to buy, but for 25 million pounds. Man United took the second option, which for me I think made sense because what Man United want is to completely untangle from Jadon Sancho, and indeed that's what we needed because you don't want to keep paying wages of a player who is never going to play for you. For me, it was a very good business decision to make. But of course, for us, we're out of it. It's been confirmed. It's a done deal. It's sealed. It's wrapped. It's done. So bigger steps those for Manchester United. If I'm to rate this window, first of all, who of our signings is the best for me? From where I sit, the best is the last. That is Manuel Ugarte. Why? Because in my thinking, Manuel Ugarte was the biggest problem at Man United. Yes, we had work defenders, we had work, wingers, name them, but the worst position, the position that made us suffer the most, consider all the goals we conceded, for me was the number 6 because we did not have a good Casemiro. Replacing Ugarte was always going to be the best, and it's worth it. It's been worth the long wait. We've signed a good player. If you read the statement that Man United have written about him, he was second in terms of winning, balls back, reclaiming possession for his team. He was second across Europe's top five leagues. He was number two. He's played every game for Uruguay at the recently concluded Copa America. Perhaps the reason why Man United feel he shouldn't be, he shouldn't be selected for the Liverpool game. It is believed he was not registered in the team. He will probably be unveiled at Old Trafford. But for me, he was such a big signing in terms of solving problems for us. The other signings that I think I would rate that were so good and important was the backup striker, a replacement for Martial in Joshua Zirkzee. Very important. We struggled so bad without Rasmus Højlund injured. That was an important signing. And of course, then the defenders come in. You think about Lenior and Mathis Delete. We needed to have, I think, options in the back line. Signings, yes. I think all our signings have been important, but also you look at we've signed players for the future. So meaning in the next summers, we won't be under pressure to sign so many players. We're just going to groom these young players to fit into what we are building. For me, this window has been full of it has been planned continuity. Everything that Ineos did in changing the structure is looking good because right now we've got double competition for places in every position, perhaps even triple because there are so many young lads in the academy that have been brought in, good enough to slide in when they are called upon to be into the senior, to be in the senior team. The Chido Obis of this world, the Sekou Konis of this world, name them. This boy was signed for £1 million from Africa, from the Mali under 17 team. You don't hear that every day from Guidas FC. So it shows you that we have made good business. And if you ask me to rate this transfer window for Man United, I will rate it probably 8 out of 10. Probably the best I've seen for Man United in a long time. A long time. So it's now upon Eric Ten Hag. And don't tell me about the positions we've not signed players in, the left back and the likes. I mean, we don't expect Ineos to sign everyone in one summer. But I think we've done enough. We've built a squad that should be able to compete so well and push for the best positions. And for me, this is a top four squad. We've made our signings all at the right time. And for me, I think we should only now expect or demand for results from Eric Ten Hag. This is my honest opinion, honestly. But you can drop down a comment and give me your opinion about your view of this transfer window for Man United. But this remains for me the big scope for United per se because not so many clubs are competing for him. But it's the best solution. It is the best solution we've made for Man United. So starting 11, what should be the defined starting 11? Of course, there can't be a defined one because that's why we've signed so many players to have depth in the squad and they cannot all be performing good at the same time. But all factors constant, the mainstay should be goal, Andre Onana, left back, Luke Shaw when he's fit. For now, he's not there. It's Diogo Dalot, definitely. Mazraoui on the right, central defense, Lisandro Martinez, and Lenny Yoro when he's fit. I think Lenny Yoro, for me, I low-key think he's ahead of Mathis Delete. So Lenny Yoro, generational talent. Central defense, midfield, Manuel Ugarte, Kobe Maino, Bruno Fernandes. Then up top, Rasmus Højlund. Then Garnacho and Ahmad, and a few times Zirkzee. Or if Eric Ten Hag can play a back three, drop Dalot, have a back three of Mazraoui, Lenny Yoro, or Delete, and Lisandro Martinez, Ugarte in the middle, have Bruno, Kobe, Zirkzee, Højlund, Ahmad, and Garnacho. So that's for me what should be the starting 11 we consider. So beautiful stuff. But Eric Ten Hag has the leeway, I think, to change things around and still have a competitive squad. So there are no excuses for us not to perform. This good business, for me, should be the motivation we take to Old Trafford and beat the life out of on Sunday. And I think we can. I think we are charged. Yes, they have done their silent business, which is good business. But I think for me, the psyche is there, and we've got every reason to believe that we'll beat the life out of them. They are not beating us at Old Trafford. Beautiful stuff happening for Man United. Well done. Good business. We are now waiting for Sancho. to of course leave and of course join his new club. That's Chelsea as it is now. Good riddance. The bad elements are out. Ineos are smart. I mean, they did not bring all these people for no reason. I think the end has justified the means. I think it has been worthy business that they have done. I'll tell you, Man United has led for me in this summer transfer. Man United has ranks highly above all the rest. Arsenal, Man United, rather Chelsea, Liverpool, and all. I think United rank highly in terms of the business we've done. Lovely stuff. Ineos, thank you, Sir Jim. Cheers.